Pokémon Go, the augmented reality game from Niantic, is both sensational and controversial. Is it sustainable though? It's got more users than Twitter, who stay for longer than Facebook, generated over $200 million and at one point increased Nintendo's market share by $17 billion. So will it transform the future? Banned in Iran, criminals caught in the US, accused of espionage in Russia, mentioned by both US presidential candidates and requested by the mayor of Rio in time for the Olympics. Extraordinary. In case you've been on the moon for the last month, here's a recap. Pokémon Go is a smartphone game that uses augmented reality or AR to bring fantasy into the real world. Users walk around capturing up to 151 Pokémon, little virtual monsters with names such as Pikachu and Charizard. To capture a Pokémon requires Pokeballs, which can be found at Pokestops, real places like landmarks, and users can interact and fight other players at gyms. The Pokémon franchise has been around for over 20 years, first on Game Boy, then on the DS. Now it's on your phone. Nintendo, the original publisher of Pokémon, has been involved with other breakthroughs, such as the first gaming device, Game & Watch, and the Wii, the first device to detect motion in 3 dimensions. So handheld gaming isn't new, nor is 3D interaction, or multigaming, or Pokémon. So why is this so big? 1. What's the proposition? Pokémon Go brings fantasy to everyday life, and this speaks very deeply to our psyche. Think imaginary friends, goblins, flower fairies, spirits. It also appeals to our ego. Manipulating the world around us at the flick of a finger is enticing. AR creates the illusion you can do this. Like films such as The Matrix and Inception, it questions reality and enables us to interact with others, creating an experience that appeals to our essence and our ego. 2. Is it sustainable? Pokémon Go makes $10 million per day via in-app purchases and via businesses paying for sponsorship or lures to Pokestops nearby. This business opportunity is exponential if users continue to play, and that depends on whether Niantic can add features fast enough and avoid its developers being distracted by hackers and servers. 3. Who's driving the vision? Some analysts suggest that there will now be a gold rush of AR games. They claim Nintendo will pivot into mobile gaming by leveraging other blockbuster characters, Mario, Zelda and Donkey Kong. I think not. Nintendo is just an investor in Niantic and the Pokémon company, which owns the Pokémon IP. Niantic is the developer, publisher and marketeer. As a spin-off from Google Earth, its strength is in geolocation software, and its vision is to create experiences that encourage healthy exploration and social gameplay. This could be bigger than Nintendo. With Pokémon Go, Niantic is succeeding in getting couch potatoes off the sofa and interacting with the real world. And for all the controversy that's created, that's also transformational. There's only one Niantic. There are many IP holders. Imagine Harry Potter Go or Game of Thrones Go, or integrating it into a Tesla. To pivot, Nintendo would have to transform its operations from consoles to mobiles, its revenue from hardware and software to in-app purchases and sponsors, and its role from creator to curator. That's risky. All Niantic needs is more IP partners. Thus, if Niantic stays true to its vision, it will transform the future of gaming and beyond for good. At Creative Leadership Partners, we believe a vision that transcends change is worth its weight in gold. You've been watching the Creative Leadership Show. Join me again next time when we'll be looking at another innovation to see if it's transforming the future.